Today we are going to be ranking every X-Saber card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. So, of course, as usual with these tier list videos, we have everything listed over here. And I apologize. Please let me know if the cutoff cards are a bother to you. But I think they get the job done. They're perfectly square like tier maker's supposed to be. We're going to be ranking them based on how good they are. Not necessarily how much I like playing them or how many copies I want them in my deck or anything like that. How good are all of these cards? And let's get started with Saber Slash. Guys, I actually believe Saber Slash to be a very, very underrated card, depending on your field. And a lot of times you can get away with this, just you destroy the same number of cards equal to the number of X-Saber monsters you have. You can get a good 2 cards just destroyed, and I like the fact that you can just choose any card, really. Face-up card, of course. I think it's a very underrated card, and I'm going to put this one into the B tier, okay? Got Z-Call. Excellent card. You get a monster reborn with 2 monsters. And there's no restrictions on, like, you can bring back a X-Saber Guard Strike if you'd like. Like, this card is great. It's basically guaranteeing a synchro if you want an XYZ summon. This is an excellent card, and I'm going to put Godham's Emergency Call into the S tier. Continuing on, X-Saber Pashuel. Cannot be destroyed by battle. You take 1,000 damage every time it's here. 2-star tuner. It's useful, but it's not nearly the best card in the world. I think with time, this card has gotten worse, but at the time when X-Sabers came out and the X-Saber decks were a little bit popular, this was a pretty good card. I'm going to put this into low B tier. X-Saber Dark Soul goes to the graveyard, and it's the 3-star that we all love, that we all get every single time there's a E-Call, or every time that you're searching with Bogart Knight, or you just get Dark Soul in the field, kind of no matter what, okay? Dark Soul goes to the graveyard at the end of the turn. You get to search an X-Saber monster. It is an excellent card, but I do think there could be better. And the problem is this, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't really want to put this in the S tier. I might move this, but I'm going to put it into the A tier for now. Now let's continue on over to Saber Reflection. And guys, I actually think this is also a little bit of an underrated card. It's definitely underutilized with X-Saber decks. You can gain the amount of battle damage that you took. You can inflict the same to your opponents, and then you get a search. Quick play spell. I don't mind it. But because I think it's underrated doesn't really mean I'll use it. I've never used it in an X-Saber build of mine. So this is going to be our first C tier. Now let's continue on to X-Saber Guard Strike. Your Cyber Dragon in the deck, but it doesn't really do much else. This one, unfortunately, is also going to go into the C tier. X-Saber Emmer's Blade. This is you get destroyed by battle, you get to special summon another monster. This can be pretty useful. I think it's a good card. I'm going to put it into the A tier. I'm going to put it right behind Dark Soul. Now, X-Saber Invoker. This is a very, very, very strong card that I wish I had back in the day. You basically detach a card, and then you can search out pretty well any X-Saber that you want. This is a very, very strong card, and it destroys during the end phase, but that doesn't matter. You're going to do a ton with it. This starts off a lot of combos. It's a great card. I'm putting this into the S tier. It is a great card. Saber Hole. What this has going for is it's a spell speed 3, because obviously if you control a Saber monster, you can negate any summon. I think it's an okay card. I think it's better on paper than it actually is in practice. I just don't want to put it in the B tier. Like, it's okay. It's okay. That's why we're going to put it in the C tier, okay? Saber Hole is going to go into the C tier. Now, X-Saber Full Troll. You have 2 X-Saber monsters in the field. You special summon it. You can special summon a monster each turn. You can either keep summoning and using this as a beat stick and keep getting more and more Synchro and XYZ cards every turn, or you can use himself, just get 1 tuner back, and then get an X-Saber Godhams. There is a lot of different opportunities with this card, and that is why it is going into the S tier. We are going to put it in front of X-Saber Invoker, okay? X-Saber Godhams, the big, big boy beat stick of the deck. This is a big 3100 monster. You can, depending on your field, if you have like a Full Troll out, man, if you have a Godham's E-Call, your opponent's hand is going bye-bye. This is a great card. I could be wrong about this, but I think this might be the best card of the deck. X-Saber Godhams is an S tier. I get it out whenever possible. X-Saber Bogart Knight. You summon it. It's 1900, level 4, pretty good. You summon it. You get an X-Saber from your hand to the field. Instant Synchro. Very good card. I'm going to put it into the A tier. I'm going to put it, though, at the bottom of A tier. Now let's continue on over to Godham's Second Call. Shockingly, like, this is a really good card on paper, but shockingly, I haven't found, like, a ton of uses for it. Like, don't get me wrong, you use it because you have an X-Saber monster. You can summon 2 more, ignoring the summoning conditions, but you can't attack. You and destroy him during the end phase, but you can get a ton like working from there. I just don't think it's as good as Godham's Emergency Call. On paper, I was like, when this card came out, I was like, dude, This card's like the best thing ever. And I just never really, I never really felt that way, okay? But it still is a very good card. It's going to go into the A tier. I'm going to put it low A tier, though. Continuing on, X-Saber Souza. A little bit of a situational effect because you can activate one of the 2 effects per turn. You can either have it not destroyed by trap, be able to be destroyed by trap cards, which doesn't matter in today's game because now it's all like just return to the hand and things like that. You don't just typically see regular old Mirror Force, eh? But other than that, you can just have it so whenever it attacks any monster, that monster is automatically destroyed. That's pretty useful. And this card is going to go into the A tier. I'm going to put it in the A tier, like ahead of Dark Soul. I think it's a very good card. Now, something I think is incredibly underrated, very, very underrated, is Saber Vault. I'm a big fan of field spells, just to have something there to have a little bit of an extra effect. Just to have that little boost where it's like, okay, typically my Golems would be 3100 and now it's just completely boosted. Like, depending on what level each card is, like, it gets 100 attack points per its level. I actually don't know off the top of my head if it affects rank. I don't think it does. I think this came up before XYZs, but regardless, like, the vast majority of your X-Saber monsters will have an attack boost based on their level, 100 times per level. It is, guys, this is a very underrated card. To have this sitting on the field, it's not going to be an emergency for your opponent to get rid of it, so they're likely going to leave it on the field, and it comes in clutch. Hear me out. It's going into the A tier. I love this card, okay? X-Saber Full Helm Knight. 2 effects. You can negate an attack, 3-star tuner, and when it destroys a defense position monster, you can summon another X-Saber. The attack negation is so helpful, plus, I'm a weird guy. I run Scrap Air and Scarecrow in my deck, so I get 2 negations per turn. And I think it's very underrated, by the way. So X-Saber Full Helm Knight is also an excellent card. I'm going to... You know what, guys? I'm putting this into the S tier. I think it's a great card, okay? X-Saber Urbellum. Here we go. Back into the C tier, guys. You can return a card to the top of the deck if your opponent has 4 more cards in their hand. It's a level 7 tuner. It doesn't have all the attack points in the world. This is probably... might be the worst X-Saber. I don't think it's a D tier. Ugh. It's situational. That's the problem. You can stop your opponent for a turn. Oh, do I want to put it in the D tier? Like, it's not a bad card. It's just like, it's in my deck. I'll summon it once every million years. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave that into the C tier. But one that I am going to put into the D tier is X-Saber Wayne. You spend all this time, you get your 5-star, which is a little bit difficult because you need Pashul for an X-Saber deck. So you need that. You summon it, and when you're summoned, you can summon another Saber from your hand. That's not helpful. You can just get another synchro monster. This, I've never used, I have no interest in using, and will not use it. Now, Ragigura is one that a lot of people have been debating about, especially for somebody who's played X-Saber pretty well since they came out. You see people swear by this card, they use 3, you see people that completely pass up on it. I see the utility for it, I don't love it, I use it. I think it's just an okay card, and it's going to go into the B tier. I'm going to put it at the top of B tier, okay? X-Saber Airbellum, one of my favorite monsters. I use another X too. You inflict battle damage with direct attack, opponent's card in their hand, they go by. There's a lot of ways to summon this, and it has decent attack points. It just has a lot of utility. You can get synchro monsters out too. It's great with Gotham Z Call. It's a great target for not Dark Soul. It's great if you have Boggart Knight, you get that thing out too. This is very useful on the field, okay? Airbellum, it's going to go to the A tier. I'm going to put Airbellum... I'm going to put it ahead of Dark Soul. It's a very good card. Now, X-Saber Hun Knight. You summon it. Very, very easy synchro monster to get out. You summon it. You can destroy up to 3 spells or traps in the field. This thing is supremely useful. I have done nothing but love it since it came about. And it's only better because back in the day, you had to worry about Starlight Road. Now, nobody plays it except for me. So... You can just pop 3 cards. It's a very good card. I'm going to put this one into the S tier. I'm going to put it right behind X-Saber Invoker because this, you can use effect twice per turn. You can use these effects more than you can use Hunlay, but this is, in my opinion, the official list for the X-Saber cards. I'd love to know what you guys think about everything down below. Thank you very much for watching. We also made a long tier list video ranking my favorite deck archetypes. You can watch that video right here if you're interested. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Take care, guys.